Are the New York Knicks where we thought they would be after 20 games? I'll explain, and you might be surprised at the answer. Hi, I'm Mike Spendley, your host at From the Bench, a Knicks podcast. I'm a former ball boy for the New York Knicks 1973 championship team. I saw what it takes to win an NBA championship close up and personal, and I'm hoping that we can witness another title very soon, all of us. We saw two different results this week in the Knicks' back-to-back games. On Tuesday night in Boston, we witnessed a crazy game in which each team dominated two quarters. The Knicks came out hot, and they won the first quarter 32-21. Then Boston woke up. Coach Joe Mazzulla got involved and put the ball in Jaylen Brown's hands, and he answered the bell with 18 of his 42 points in that second quarter. The Knicks continue to have issues with the switches on high pick and rolls. Jaylen dissected the Knicks switches and went to the basket on smaller matchups. And when the matchup was unfavorable, he passed it back out to the weak side, and the Celtics had some really good open looks. Really good, solid adjustment by Celtic coach Joe Mazzulla. The Knicks, who entered the game with a 4-game winning streak, cut a fourth-quarter 12-point deficit to just 3, behind the shooting of Mikal Bridges, who had a season-high 35 points. But the Knicks comeback, it ran out of gas, and they end up losing to Boston 123-117. Brunson only goes 6 for 21 shooting in what was his worst game of the season. And then on Wednesday night back at MSG, they easily defeat the Charlotte Hornets on the second of back-to-back nights behind Karl Anthony Towns' 35 points and 18 rebounds. Jalen Brunson rights the ship and scores 26 points on 9 of 16 shooting. However, he gets beat by LaMelo Ball repeatedly going into the paint as Ball goes for 34. So the Knicks get the split of the back-to-back, and they run their record at Madison Square Garden to 11-1 and 14-7 overall. If you like this video and enjoy the content, please hit the like button, and also please subscribe to my channel. This will help the channel grow and allow us to produce more content like we have. So you'll really be helping us grow by subscribing. Thank you. Okay, now to the question. Are the Knicks where we thought they would be after 20 games, roughly one quarter of the season? Actually, the Knicks' record now, as we stand, is 14-7, 21 games in the book. Personally, I say it definitely is. Yes is the answer to the question from me. I think most Knicks fans would have bought a 14-7 record before the season began, especially with their top defensive guy in OG Anunoby out with the hamstring issue. They are 6-3 without their stopper, and this also includes the load management issues of Mitchell Robinson, especially on back-to-back nights, and Robinson only playing 17 minutes a game. He looks like he's laboring, running up and down the court. Quite frankly, he's not anywhere near good shape, at least even in the shape that he was in last year's playoffs. So that's going to need to improve. He's only averaging 17 minutes a game. That might have to go up into the 20s to get him rolling. But the key is that in these 21 games, the team's performance has been clearly identified. 3 major areas they need to improve on to me. I'll break those needs down, and we'll discuss the 3 areas of importance. Number 1, far and away, their most pressing need is to get better on the perimeter defense and closeouts. The Knicks prioritize defending the paint, and because they do that, they have issues guarding the three-point shot. Currently ranked 6th in the NBA in opponents' three-point percentage. That needs to improve dramatically. Teams shoot about 37% against the Knicks from 3. Now, I think with OG coming back and Landry Shamet to follow soon after that, that number should improve. But right now, it's the number 1 concern if they are to advance to the NBA Finals. Number 2, physicality or lack thereof. Look, the Knicks are a small team, especially their guards. Physical teams bother these Knicks. Pressure defense and doubles not only hurt the Knicks, but they make Jalen Brunson work harder getting the team into their upbeat pace and ball movement offense. Teams like Orlando and even the Chicago Bulls have bothered them big time. So certainly needs improvement, and Brown has to figure out some ways to combat the physical pressure put on against the Knicks. And number 3, the effectiveness of the Knicks bench has definitely been compromised with OG and Shamet out. Starting Deuce and Hart has weakened the bench's output. Mitchell only plays 17 minutes when he plays, and Clarkson has been really inconsistent, especially in his shooting of corner threes. He needs to drive more to the paint and spray the ball. And let's face it, Yabusele has been awful. Players returning should make the bench more effective, especially when Shamet returns around the first of the year. OG Anunoby has now been upgraded to questionable for Friday night's game against Utah, and he should return versus Orlando on Sunday. And again, Orlando being one of the teams that was very difficult for the Knicks to get by. In fact, Orlando's beaten the Knicks twice this year already. But overall, I'm happy with their record and where it is. And these issues are now staring them right in the face. And Brown and the players have to have time to adjust and make these improvements. And now, after their play and things that we need to have this team improve, the Giannis rumors, Giannis Antetokounmpo, are all over the place. And let me tell you, honestly, for the Knicks, this is probably not going to happen. You've got the salaries of Giannis and Towns almost identical, and that's a plus. But the Knicks just don't have the draft picks available to deal. And that means that they'll have to bring in a third team to make any deal possible. And that complicates matters even more. And to further complicate the entire scenario, Giannis is out 2 to 4 weeks with a strained calf. So that's where the current state of affairs has this New York Knicks team. The next major question for the Knicks team is whether they can win a title with Karl Anthony Towns at the 4 or the 5. Between the Giannis rumors and Towns not always grasping this new Mike Brown system, we will hopefully have a more clear picture of that by the end of January, basically halfway through the season, right before the trading deadline. Lots of interesting stuff to see the rest of the way. Please subscribe to the channel and help us grow. And please hit the like button if you like this video. Also, we will have a VIP club called In the Huddle, where we will do live events, live chats. We'll have live interviews with New York Knicks Hall of Famers. We'll also offer merchandise for discounted rates. So please, send us your email, and we will get you all the information. Go to michaelspendley.com, drop us your email, and we'll take care of the rest. Thank you for watching From the Bench, a Knicks podcast, and stay focused